Hello and welcome to HanaMade. In this video I want to show you how I created these. And I'm saying these because I still don't know how to call them. So it's junk journals or tassels, kind of with little quotes and sayings. So for a base I use this technique. So I'm basically doing kind of collage with Mod Podge on recycled file folders, and that's the base. This can be alternated so much, you can use whatever you want. I just do prefer the process of creating larger sheets of what is future background page for junk journals, and then I cut it down to smaller pieces. I also do have lots of material that are leftovers from different projects and I like to use them. I do like to use kind of whatever eclectic look of different documents, papers, pages, pictures, tissue paper. And I do also love the process of creating, I guess, collage, right? You can call it. So you can use any type of base, you can use any type of paper. Thinner the paper, the easier it adheres. So tissue paper, that's the box on the right side, close to the wall. They are super easy to work with, and the result is almost always fantastic. They are also at times a little transparent, so they add interesting image. And I hope you can see from the video what I'm working with, what I'm using. So this was leftover painting. I did some pastels. I put fixative on it, and then I'm using it in this collage basically. I don't like using the word collage because I'm impressed with people who really know how to do collage, and this is just kind of mishmash of different papers, really. So this was a napkin paper. So napkins or tissues for cleaning face or noses have usually 3 layers. You don't want to use all 3 layers, you just want to use the top one with the print. Actually, if you attempt to use the whole napkin, meaning the 3 layers, you will realize that it kind of peels off as you're working with it. So that's one tip. I was mentioning that I am using this method for creating the base of my page. Sorry about my head. You can do whatever you want, right? You can use all drawing, you can just whatever documents you have, whatever books you have. I just like this method because it is fun to create and because I have the leftovers that I like to use. So this process is pretty easy. There are different types of Mod Podge with different finishes and for different materials. I'm just using the indoor type with matte finish. I don't like the gloss finish. So the important part with Mod Podge is to kind of know that it stinks a little bit. So if you prefer, maybe use it outside. It also dries very fast, so working on a decent speed helps. Make sure you clean your brush afterwards, right? Because otherwise it will dry and become hard. And then, as I mentioned, there are different finishes. I don't like the gloss because it kind of looks like somebody licked all over it. And then when I work with it, I prefer to let everything dry and then I cut it. A few times I kind of had to work fast and I was cutting the material when it was still wet, and it just kind of doesn't work as well. I love the sharp cut when everything is dry. So as you can see, I'm really overlaying different pieces of paper. I'm trying to have fun with somewhat matching maybe 3, 4, 5 colors on one page. Because I already know what I'm making, it's a little bit easier, right? So I'm spreading all the pictures or all the papers somewhat evenly all over the page because I know I will cut it into, I think, at least 6 pages, right? So I would like to have each pattern on each page. That sounds a bit complicated, but you know what I mean, right? I do love recycling. I think it's kind of a nice, not only gesture, I like the frugality of it, of course, using what I have. I also like sending out a message that we can use whatever we have. So when you look at these pages, you definitely see the old Webster's Dictionary page, right? So I kind of like it when people touch my final product or art or whatever I created, that they do see that I was reusing previously whatever materials that had previous life. This is napkin paper that actually, speaking of recycling, I bought that one brand new. And I loved it, loved it, loved it. The botanical print, it's really cool. This is actually, when you buy any kind of material for gift wrapping, there are tissue papers. They are really good size. They are nice and thin. They are fantastic. And usually they have a few patterns, right? So when you create the gift box, gift basket, or gift bag, you mix few of the tissue papers patterns together. Like the middle one, that's little dots. So it came, I think, with green, white, and dots. I like grabbing those because then you have a really nice option of patterns and they are somewhat matching. So as you can see, the tissue paper is really easy to work with and I love the final product. So the next stage would be let it dry everything, right? If you can, it's fantastic if you let it dry outside. I do feel that um, faster it dries, the less wrinkly it'll be. A few times I was working with decoupage, or I was doing decoupage on paper before, and it was humid, and it kind of was a little wrinkly. So if you can, take advantage of sun. I'm just chopping them all to same size. Some of the edges I don't like, so I cut them away, and then I'm trying to create small pages that would be about maybe under 3 by 3 inches. So my first idea was to cut just strips about 3 by 5 and have my tassels kind of with longer quotes or sayings. But as you will see, eventually I decided to make them small. The small ones, meaning less than 3 by 3, they are kind of cuter in hand. I like them much more. Them, again, I still don't know what I call them, meaning the tassels with different cardboards, little junk journal on the ring. I don't know what to call them. If you have any ideas, send me a message or post it in comments. So these are the stripes, right? So they are about 3 by 5 inches. Then I have the ring, and I was, by the way, there are many different types of rings. I like the ones that are more secure when you close them. There are also different colors that can make it fun. And of course, there is opportunity to add anything to the ring, meaning some kind of keychain material, make your own tassels with uh, yarn or not dental floss, embroidery floss, or beads, whatever you want, leather, right? So once you make these paper tassels, you can always add much more to the ring. So now I'm just playing with the designs, making sure that I will have um, kind of same, not have the same patterns in the same package, right? So obviously I cut from each page 3 of them, so now I'm trying to somehow combine it. Also, if I'm making the tassel, I have it, I would like the nicer part to be on the right side, so kind of to face me. I'm often thinking that when I flip the pages, the left side, I may not do anything on it at all. I prefer the quotes or saying on the right side. So as you can see, I'm having fun and playing and trying different sizes. I'm also somehow picking the largest one on the back and the smallest size on the front. I just like that look. It's my own personal choice. It seems kind of, it's a common sense, I guess, that you would put the largest thing on the back, right? By the way, it's super exciting just touching them, looking at them, and having fun. Um, and now I have different types of stickers that I'm planning to put on the top. I am going to make another video because I created over 6 little different types of tassels, and I tried to play with different finishes, meaning I use Sharpie, I use paint, I use stickers, I use stamps. So I was experimenting what will look and work the best. And this is the stage when I decided that each page is pretty big and I would like to make it much smaller, so I'm truly cutting it to under, as I mentioned before, 3 by 3 inches. That is really kind of nice size to hold in hand. By the way, I find just the process of cutting super satisfying. So when it comes to creativity, we know there are many benefits, but also the kind of process of working on something. And here you can see how cute little the pages are. I like them. So again, I'm playing around how I'm going to sort them out. I am sure there's much easier process to do this instead of flipping them around all the time, but I have to admit I enjoy it. And now I am attaching different stickers. So I love these stickers. They are basically transparent type. I have to be a little careful where I place them, because if you have certain words or letters over dark design on the paper, you will not see it. So this is really kind of experimenting and making sure that whatever quote or wording you put on the page will be readable. By the way, there are many types of different stickers, and I have to admit, as much as I was saying, I prefer recycling and upcycling, meaning making my own. So even like the wording, lettering, I try to make my own. I found these in a thrift store and they're so easy to use. So I completely understand people who just use a bunch of stickers and make their own collages that way. If you're using stickers, especially because the top surface of my pages is a little bit wobbly, and because I did use the Mod Podge. Mod Podge is basically glue and varnish in one, and I was not 100% confident that the stickers will adhere, okay? So I am squishing them down with my roller, just making sure they will stick properly. You can, if you don't have roller, you can use your fingers, you can use spoon, whatever. It's no big deal. It's just extra security for me, because this tassel, I assume, could be handled quite a lot, so I like to make it nice and durable. When I'm attaching these stickers, I definitely was thinking that I can do many different themes, right? I was even thinking turning these into advent calendar, turning them into sayings for every day, little quotations for daily reflections. I think people can write their own things, so you don't have to always fill it with your own quotes. But I was thinking about leaving space there, or empty sticker, that people can add their own reflections. It could be even to-do list, it could be reminder, possibly even for somebody who does have memory issues. They can have two rings, and basically when they finish one task, they can put it on the other one. There are tons of options, but I think that I hope that by making this video I kind of gave you idea, and maybe tempted you to see how much fun it is, and how you can spend your free time and be creative. The best part, I guess, about this project is that truly there are no rules and you can do whatever you want. Yes, you can mess up, like I did few times, that I put the stickers over too dark spot, or they are too whatever color, kind of gold, and you cannot see it well. But now I am punching holes through the corners, so first it's important to organize it, right, so you know which direction it goes. There are many types of hole punchers. I just use the old-fashioned one and it works well for me. Sometimes, especially when I use small pages, I think the holes are a little too big, so I may get a smaller hole puncher just to make it, cuter. And now this is almost the final stage. So I like to make the edges of many things that I make from paper. I like to kind of age the edges, meaning that if they are a little darker, it looks like the product was handled a lot. So can you see it? So I basically use ink. I do have to admit, because this was finished with Mod Podge, I should have used the Stays On, which is permanent ink. If you don't have stamping material, meaning stamps and ink pads, you can also use Sharpie. You can use any other um, markers or even crayons and wax pastels will work too. I even used makeup in the past because it has got nice oily finish and little tiny bit of glitter. And this is the final stage when I'm basically putting all the little cards on a ring. So the ring has got a little joint and kind of little tiny, almost you can say lock, how it stays closed. I love it. It's pretty cute, and I think these will make great gifts. So I hope I inspired someone a little bit. I just take you through the whole thing, how it looks like. You can probably see some things you would improve or different colors, what you would do. Um, I also I made many more since I made this video, and I try to reuse different boxes from cereal, from pop, tea boxes, whatever I can find. If I come across boxes with great pattern, I will probably keep one side and just finish another side. So I think this will make cute present. I am quite happy. I thank you for watching Hannah Made, and I hope you got a little inspired. If you like my video, feel free to subscribe or follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Thank you.